lord. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, oh. What are you? Hi, I'm Bryce, and I'm back at the north side of Clear Creek, and this time, we're going in the woods. Ooh, that smells nice. What is that? Oh, honeysuckle. Of course it's honeysuckle. Let's get going. All right, first thing we're seeing here, little caterpillar. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's in a great spot, I think, for a photo. So we're gonna go ahead and get set up. We're gonna get our first shot of the day.
Come on, guys. Let's see.
Y'all have a good morning. Oh. I'm in an ant bed. There's nothing like kneeling in an ant bed for your first picture of the day to make you feel itchy for the rest of the hike. A cute little dude taking a sip of this bee balm here. Or is it horse mint? Either way, I bet we can snag him. Oh, and we got a bonus. There's a little crab spider hanging out on this grass here. Doing their little crab spider pose. And I don't know if you know this, but that's not a flower. I don't know who you're gonna catch up there. We do have a very freshly molted green lynx spider right here. So I'm gonna set up for this one since he's, I think, in a prime spot for us. Thank you, wind. That feels so nice. It feels nice. It's not great for bugging. It makes things move, but I appreciate it. I think we have a shot of redemption for the jumper here. He's sitting right on top of that little piece of grass there on the seeds. Let's see what we can get. You're okay. Don't mind the giant hood coming over you. We've made it to the tree line. This is where last time in the last video we had to pass because it was way too flooded. But here we are heading into the woods this time. So let's see what goodies the trees have in store for us. Oh my lord. Look at those. I'm not a mushroom expert, but I think anyone can appreciate a giant yellow mushroom. That's sick. It's so cute. Now this stuff here, you see the little white on these branches? That's not leftover spider webs or whatever. It's actually a type of leaf hopper. So they'll basically set up all this powder in here as a little kind of defense mechanism to hide in their own creation for camouflage. I see a little leaf hopper there. I need to look up the actual name. I always call them dove leafhoppers because they look like a mourning dove, I swear. So let's see if we can get one of those. Let's see if we can get it, and let's see if we can get one of these little leafhoppers here. They're going to be jumpy. That's literally their whole purpose, but we'll see what we can do. But now see, last time, in the last video, when I said that we couldn't come in here, this is why. This entire thing would have basically been under 2 or 3 feet of water, probably. This is basically all floodplain. Now, if there's any woodworkers out there, I would love to figure out how to preserve this pattern in some kind of woodworking. This is where the wood borer would have laid an egg, and then all the little grubs that came out from there worked their way out and started eating the tree. So all these little lines, each one of these was a little grub that found its way through as it was eaten and left this just really cool pattern. I think these patterns are so cool, especially ones like these two here, where you can clearly see where the start was, this little hole here. And then works its way out. I've always wondered how this happens. I assume when the water level rises, the snails take cover up on the grass, but I don't understand how so many of them, there's like 6 right here that I can see in this little spot, that are all dead. So I don't know if it's the water exposure to it, if that dries them out to the point that most of them die. There's one that's alive way over there. But the rest of these, if anybody knows why the snails pass this way, I'd love to know why. Let's get a picture for y'all to see a little bit closer. More cool mushrooms. Ooh, they're soft. What are you? There's a weird looking fly. That is just wild looking. See him right there? I don't think there's any way I'm gonna get close to this, but we gotta try. Keep doing your little dance for us. Yeah, do your little dance. I should have known I wouldn't get that lucky. But there's some cute snails here, so let me get a video of those. Why not? I am absolutely covered in sand now. Ooh, you're pretty. Little funky moth. Oh! I think it's gonna look really cool. We'll see, but I think it's gonna be pretty good. It has these wild, like, it looks like a shattered leaf. It looks so cool. I think ooh, that's bright. I think we have a fork-tailed bush Katydid nymph right here. It's quite a long name for a bug, but he's sitting right up on top of this leaf here, so let's see what we can do. He's not going to do his dance, but you can get a better view of him this way. They'll kind of lean back and forth and then they'll jump. Kind of like a cat kind of getting ready to pounce. They kind of have their little, I'm looking to scoot dance. Got some kind of field cricket here. Oh, he's gone. That was quick. Well, you know. Can you hear that? We'll see if I can hear that. It's that's the sound of when two trees rub against each other, because we're next to the river right now, so trees shifted, and as the wind blows, they rub against each other and make this really crazy sound. There it is again. Oh my goodness, look at you. I doubt y'all can see it. There's a red, like bright red damselfly there. I've never seen one with such deep color like that. That is crazy. Cue the woodpecker. I'm gonna see if I can get a picture of that. And there's also a little spider over here. So I'm gonna precariously perch y'all on the sand here. There are a bunch of really big black carpenter ants all on this. There's like a young cottonwood sitting here, and I don't know if you can see in the video. I got a video on my camera, but there's a lot of little aphids, and so the carpenter ants are actually like farming those aphids, because they'll, in times of like drought, or we haven't had rain in a couple of weeks, so ants need water too, other bugs need water. So what they'll do is they'll actually farm those aphids, because they'll produce something called honeydew, which is literally just sweet poops. Because they drink the sap and they have so much leftover water from it in order to get enough nutrients from the sap, they just are constantly basically releasing honeydew. It's literally sugar water. So you get a little sweet treat and you get your hydration. Kind of hard to beat that. So they've started to farm them. Isn't that crazy? Ooh. Okay. So on this little water plant here, I don't know if you can see there, it looks like basically just the junk left over from the bloom on a flower, but it's not. Or, well, it is. I think it's a looper moth, some kind of looper moth. But there's a caterpillar, it's an inchworm, that actually will grab all the little leftover bits on the flower and cover its back with it for defense. So let's snag a shot of that. There is just this constant hum of mosquitoes. Oh, we got a little lady running there. It's some kind of little wolf spider in the same family. It's got all of her little babes on her back right there. I don't think we're gonna be able to get close enough for a picture. She's scooting fast. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Look at that there. Those are turtle eggs. You can see the little hole here. I don't know if something dug them up or if they hatched out as they should and have made it to the water, but those are little turtle eggs. Isn't that cool? There's something about a sunrise in the woods that's just so nice. Whoa, that was a big boy. Look at the size of that cicada husk. That's massive. That's who you hear screaming up in the trees right now. Oh, look at that fancy lady up there. I think it's some kind of potter wasp or a dauber. She is pretty. Definitely out of reach for me, but hopefully y'all can see her. There she goes. There's so many cool wasps. There's a few that give everything a bad name, but give them all a bad name. But, ooh. Well, it's not how I usually like to find things, but ooh, the sun's hitting that just right. Look at that. There we go. That's an Amberwing. It's a type of dragonfly. A little bitty kind of dragonfly, and all the Amberwings have, as you can probably guess, this amber color to them. But whatever got this guy did a really good job of preserving it while also completely hollowing it out. That's impressive. That's some good work there. Good job. Let's see if I'll get back in the sun a little bit again for that. Ooh. Ooh. It's like a beacon. Like a beacon of light. All right. Now some of these snails, I mean, the dude made some distance. That's impressive. He's on a leaf like 4 or 5 feet up. Good job. Dude must have really thought there was some good leaves up there. And oh. Check that out. Got my heart racing a little bit. You see that there? That is a cottonmouth. That is one of the venomous snakes of Texas. Everyone says that cottonmouths will chase you. That's not the case. But the way he's outstretched right now, this is what to keep in mind. It looks just like a stick. What they'll do, and when people are most commonly bit, is that they will stretch out on a trail like this. He's probably heading for this bit of sun right here. So when he gets there, he's gonna just stretch right out the way that he is right now. And that's when someone who's not paying attention will come along and step on it, and then he'll turn around and he'll bite him. But as you can see, he's just hanging out. He really doesn't want anything to do with me. He's turning around. He really doesn't want, there he goes. He doesn't like that I'm getting this close. He's kind of coiled a little bit, but he's not gonna bother me. You're gonna find snakes. The key is just keep an eye on the path. Just get a stick or something and shoo them away. But they're not gonna bother you unless you bother them. So it's just a, oh, that is a, isn't that a nice little scene? Mossy log and bugs and sun coming through. But as I was saying, just keep an eye out. They're not gonna bother you. They're not gonna chase you. Just be respectful of them and they'll be respectful of you. And these are funky. Kind of goopy. Ooh, ooh, come here, come here. It's a little baby toad. Look at this squatty dude. He's so little. But he looks just like an actual toad. Just miniature. Okay. Go back to your toadstools. There you go. Boop, boop. Oh, there's another one. They're everywhere. So cute. Look, elderberries. They're not ready yet. I'm not going to eat them. But that's some nice looking elderberry. Look at that. Woodpecker has been going to, I've never seen holes like that. Look at that. Look at the size of those things. That must have been a big woodpecker. Good Lord. He must have found him some good grubs in there. There's a cute little guy on some, is that spiderwort? It might be a dayflower. Anyway, let's see if we can get him. He's a cutie. Oh, it's so hot. We got one of those zigzag spiders right here. Right there, you can see him. I'm gonna snag a shot of him real quick. That web is beautiful, it's pristine. Look at that bee going to town. That might be some kind of leaf cutter bee. He's just going. Oh, I don't think I got him. Here. There's another beetle in there too. Let's see if I can snag him at least. That bee was cool, but I did not have time to snag a shot of that. So I can get this beetle. There's a Katydid on that little stalk there. Let's see if we can get that pretty lady. Oh, there she goes. Well, the sun is up, the cicadas are screaming, and that is my sign to skedaddle on out of here. Oh, there's a huge swallowtail up there. He's way up in the trees. I don't think I can see him. He's sitting up right up in there. There he goes. Flip a little bit. As I was saying, thank y'all for joining me today. I'm Bryce. This is BricesBugs. And if you enjoyed it like and subscribe. If you didn't, leave me a comment. Let me know how I can improve. That's the only way we can get better. That said, thanks and have a great weekend.